One of the most frustrating things as an expecting parent is you just don't know what bottle is going to work for this baby. Hey everyone, it's Gabby. Welcome back to the channel, or welcome if you're new here. I am 30 weeks along with baby number 2 already, and I feel like the finish line is so close, but also so far away at the same time. But we just had our baby sprinkle, and I wanted to share everything that we were graciously gifted from our family and friends and some of my registry must-haves, because I know as a first-time mom, it can be super overwhelming trying to decide what to put on your registry, sorting through all of the baby products out there, and wondering just like what actually gets used and what you actually need for the newborn and kind of baby phase. So I wanted to share some of my essentials and things that we've loved, things that we're reusing, stocking up on for baby number 2, and some things that I would skip knowing as a second-time mom. So I hope this video is helpful if you are building a registry, shopping for a baby, or maybe shopping for a baby shower yourself. I will have everything linked down below in the description, so be sure to check that out in case you are curious about anything I mentioned in today's video. I also just wanted to say that we are so thankful for all of the support and gracious gifts that we have received and things that I've also been able to purchase for this baby. A lot of these things are nice to haves, not necessarily a extreme necessity in the sense of like basic needs for a baby. Really, a newborn needs diapers, wipes, a food source, a safe space to sleep, and a few clothes. Really, all of these things definitely make life easier as a mom. So hopefully this video is helpful, but without further ado, let's get into it. Okay, so I kind of have everything stacked in around me here, so I think we're just gonna go through category by category. So let's start off with feeding. I do plan to be nursing this baby. I did with my first for the first 10 months, which I am super proud of. I know everyone's breastfeeding journey can look a little bit different, but I do plan to nurse as long as possible with this next baby as well. But I did decide to stock up on some extra bottles just in case. I do like to try and have an extra freezer stash on hand in case I have to be away from the baby, then someone else can feed the baby, or if I just need a break from nursing, this is also really nice, and then I can pump instead. So I did get these ones from Quark. These are a Canadian company, and we honestly really like these. We did not discover them until about 8 months with my first, so I really wish I had these sooner because I feel like these ones really transitioned from nursing to bottle feeding better. We did do the Philips Advent, which were okay for my first, but I found that as soon as he lost that suck reflex, he did not like those bottles. One of the most frustrating things as an expecting parent is you just don't know what bottle is going to work for this baby, and every baby is different. Really, I would get either one of those starter packs, like those trial packs. I know some stores carry that, like Target and Baby List and West Coast Kids if you're in Canada. Then you can try a few different bottles and see which ones your baby likes. I'm hoping this baby also likes this ones, and these also can convert to a sippy cup for when it's time around that 6-month mark to start introducing water or like a straw cup with milk. This was a really simple transition for us, and my first learned how to use a straw with the straw sippy cup that I will also link down below. But honestly, my advice would be to get a couple very small boxes or even an individual bottle to try. Don't stock up on one brand because you just don't know if your baby's going to take it or not, and I know it can be expensive to buy a whole bottle system and then it not work. Along that lines, I do plan to get 1 can of Kendamil formula from Costco. I do like Kendamil. That's what we switched to with my first around that 10-month mark to supplement until that 12-month mark where we kind of transitioned to whole milk, and I found it really gentle on his stomach. So I'm hoping that maybe if we need a formula, I always like to have one on hand just as backup unopened so that it lasts longer, but just in case. And in terms of pumping, I did not do an electric pump, but I know a lot of insurance plans will cover an electric pump, so definitely look into that if you have an insurance plan. If that is covered, highly recommend using that. But for me, I honestly just did manual pumps and that worked just fine. Again, everyone's breastfeeding journey is different, but these are the two I highly recommend. The original Haka, I feel like I'm going to replace this one. It's a little bit discolored, but I think the suction is still okay. The only downside about this one is that it is kind of easily kicked off. Like if you're nursing the baby and they're active, they can kick this off, which kind of sucks. They also have the Ladybug ones that are like closer, but they also don't provide as much suction. So those ones are better for only collecting letdown. This one I do find actually pumps because of the suction. It helps draw a little bit more out. And then this one I'd actually use to pump if I had oversupply or anything. This one was fantastic. I do recommend getting the extra bottles and extra membranes down here at least, because you're washing this all the time. But this was honestly fantastic once you learn how to use this. It is so simple. You go like this to get your letdown started, and then you use this parts here to actually pump. And I absolutely love this. I swear by it. It's only $50, so I feel like it's very affordable. So I do need to replace the flanges on here because I feel like those are probably done, but this is honestly a great pump. Last thing in terms of feeding, we were recommended Gaia with my first to help with colic and just aid digestion as well. And these are probiotic drops. These were honestly great. So we did decide to get another package of them for this baby. Again, consult your doctor or pediatrician about using them for your baby, but honestly, we really like these and I think it did help. Highly recommend checking with your doctor about Gaia drops. You can get these at Costco. And the other thing we are recommended because I'm nursing is vitamin D drops. I think if you're formula feeding, you don't need these because it's already fortified with vitamin D, but if you're nursing, vitamin D drops are super important. But basically, my doctor said you can keep giving these until the end of time. Just get the Baby D Drops brand. And then kind of in terms of pacifiers, my first ever took a pacifier, and as you can see, I tried almost every single pacifier there is on the market to try and get him to take one, but he never did. So we do have these left over from my first that I'm going to re-sterilize and obviously check to see if they're still good. I think they're still good, but I'm going to try a few of these. And then I did put a couple on our registry. So I've heard great things about the Tommy Tippy ones. These are the ultralight stay put. I did get a couple of girly colors since we are expecting a girl this time, and a lot of these are blue and green. Not that a newborn baby really cares. I thought that these were cute, so I picked these up, and then someone gifted us these cute little bibs ones. They're like a peachy color. Now these ones are definitely expensive, so I would say probably go with these as like a last resort because they are so expensive if your baby doesn't take anything else. Again, there's lots of pacifiers on the market. Which ones work better for a baby, I don't really know. I'm not even sure if the baby's gonna take this one, but I thought these were cute. I wanted to have a couple like new ones in case none of these are good to save. These are the two we got. I feel like these are the two that I'm hoping she'll take, but again, you never know. Okay, and then I also recommend registering for like baby-led weaning and the 6 month plus feeding range because that sneaks up on you way faster than you think. And I know everyone likes to buy all the newborn small baby things off your registry first, but I really encourage you, if you're building a registry, put the 6 month plus feeding supplies on there because I think that age comes way faster than I was ever expecting with my first. So for a second, we got another package of these Munchkin snack catchers. We use these all the time with my toddler. I did go with the blue and green set just in case to kind of minimize any arguments. Hopefully potential arguments over which snack cups, whose is whose, etc. So we just did the same set with my first. These are great for on the go. They're pretty spill proof and he can handle it by himself. So we wanted to do a second batch. And then we did do baby-led weaning. Personally, I really enjoyed the experience of baby-led weaning. These full sleeve bibs are honestly a lifesaver when you start baby-led weaning because it covers their whole clothes, it catches the food down here. These are easily machine washable and wipeable for like a spot clean, but I did prefer these in our very early stage of baby-led weaning over the kind of just regular silicone bib. I found the silicone bib did not catch enough because their arms were in it and like everything, so I loved these with our first. I got this cute little checkered one from our registry and this little rainbow one. Again, we cycle through these like every single day, 3 meals a day. I highly recommend getting a full sleeve bib. And then for cutlery, bowls, cups, etc., highly recommend skipping the silicone cups, suction bowls, plates, because if you've ever tried to eat food off of those, it's kind of nasty actually. So we love this one from Elf & Friends because they have the silicone grips on them. So we got an extra set of forks and spoons in here. We again use these all the time with our toddler. It was super easy for him to learn because they're not too long. They have a nice wide grip on them and then a nice blunt end as well. These are also dishwasher safe. Take the silicone off, throw them in the dishwasher. Love this set. And then we're also gifted the set of bowls. I do want to also pick up a set of plates. They have the divided plates and then the larger plates. We have both sets for a toddler, and I found that we've used both too. So I loved the divided ones as we got into baby-led weaning, kind of separate the food, let them try it on their own without like mixing. But as we got into like more complicated foods like spaghettis and things like that, I just found it easier to have one larger plate. And again, they have this nice silicone on them, so if they do end up throwing it, at least has a silicone cover on it to kind of help absorb the fall. But these are honestly great. Again, dishwasher friendly. You can even put the silicone in the dishwasher as two separate pieces. I feel like straw cups and cups in general are another thing that can easily be a slippery slope with trying to find the right one. So we purchased a lot of cups. We actually transitioned to these Zach cups, so I wanted to get a second set for baby girl. These are honestly so great. They come in an insulated and a plastic version. I do like starting with the plastic because they do tend to get tossed a lot. So I do like the plastic. It's a little bit more, I don't know, durable, I feel like, than the insulated, and like lighter for them to carry. But these are great. They have a flexible straw, which again, from my research, is good. You don't want something too hard so they don't like hit the roof of their mouth. Super easy to clean. Everything comes apart. Like this just comes out, and then these also come out. So highly recommend the Zach cups. These are my favorite cups that we found so far. I love the sea animal theme on this one. They have so many cute designs, by the way. Okay, so that's pretty much all I have for feeding from newborn to 1 year, essentially. Move on to diapering / other nursery essentials. So the first thing is we bought this crib off of Facebook Marketplace. We got our toddler the same one, just in a different colorway from West Coast Kids. We love it. It does convert into a toddler bed, and then this mattress also lowers, so it really grows with the baby. He's still in it at almost 2 years old. I have no plans in moving him into another bed anytime soon since it does convert, so we just went ahead and bought a new crib. Again, a good place to search, but do your research. Cribs can expire or aren't as good past, you know, a certain lifespan. I think it's 10 years from my research, so be sure that you are, you know, well vetting the crib before you buy it, because it is a very important sleep space for your baby. We did buy a new mattress. Highly recommend buying a new mattress for safety purposes. I know a lot of people like to go high end with the Newton, but we did the Simmons. I think this was about $80, and honestly, it's great. It's breathable, it's lightweight, it does have a dual side to it, so 0 to 12 months and then 12 months plus, and it also came with a waterproof cover, which is great. So you're gonna want waterproof covers, because if there's spit up, blowout, or anything else happening in the night, that makes it super easy to change and protects the actual mattress. And then obviously crib sheets, again, you could go more expensive, you could go less expensive. I'm also reusing my Snuggle Me lounger because it's just nice to have a place to put the baby down for a minute, especially when they're not rolling. It's so much easier. Just a nice place to put them down, or feel like I'm sitting on the couch, I can put them down next beside me. Other nursery essentials, love the Hatch. This is the Hatch Rest Gen 2. We have the same one in my toddler's room right now. Still using it, still love it. Customize it, plays different sounds and has, you know, different light colors on it. Super great also for nighttime feeds, because you can put it on really low light and you can still use it as a sound machine. So highly recommend the Hatch. It has by far been a favorite and very, very used item for us the past 2 years with our toddler, so I had to get another one for our second. And then off the registry, someone gifted us this Dream Egg portable sound machine. We didn't do one with my first. I wish we did, because I was using my phone for like white noise, which is fine, but also I just didn't have anywhere to put it. This one has like a little ring to attach to the car seat, and I think that's going to be really helpful if we're like out and about, or if we're at families and the baby needs a nap. Super helpful to have this. And then I also don't have to give up my phone too. I was always scared that it was going to turn off do not disturb, or, you know, a call was going to come through and like wake the baby, and that would just be terrifying as a newborn. So very happy to have a portable sound machine. By no means necessary, just definitely nice to have. Other thing for diapering, we love Huggies kind of in that newborn kind of first 3 months at least stage. We'll see what this baby likes. Hopefully Huggies are good. We did try Pampers and all of the fun stuff with our first. Again, every baby's different. Always start with like a smaller box, I would say, of newborn diapers. You don't know how long they're going to be in newborn diapers, and you don't know how they're going to react to each brand of diapers. Again, smaller boxes are probably better when you're starting out until you find what they like and find what fits them best. Next thing is this Skip Hop change mat. We used this until he was 15 months. Like we use this all the time. If he wasn't so wiggly now, we'd probably still be using it, but I absolutely love this. Super easy to wipe down. I do think it is worth it. I know it is expensive. Same with the Kikaru changing pad. I think you can get these a lot more now secondhand too on like Facebook Marketplace if you're wanting one and not wanting to spend like the full amount of money. But I do think it's worth it, especially for, you know, any accidents that happen. Just so much easier to wipe down one thing than having to change a whole bed sheets and covers, duvet, etc. Something nice to have, not a necessity. You can just change them on the floor or on the bed or whatever it may be. I personally really like having a designated changing station in the nursery. And then also this we got off the registry. I put this on this time because I just feel like diaper cream can get so messy, it can get everywhere. I just like the idea of having a bum cream spatula. I've not tried one of these with my first, but hoping that this is easier at least with the second, just on the go, because I know I'll have a toddler too, so if I have to like apply that cream and put it down and wash it later, then I can, and at least it's not all over my hands having to like wash hands and stuff. And I also heard that you use a little bit more diaper cream with a girl than a boy, so I don't know if that's true, but hopefully this comes in handy, and if it does, I probably will have to pick up a couple more. All right, we were also gifted this beautiful little diaper caddy. When we had our first, we were only in a 1-bedroom apartment, so it was like very easy just to walk back and forth to the changing station. But now that we are in like a townhouse style of home, I'm not doing the stairs every single time the baby needs a butt change, so we did need a diaper caddy for downstairs to have like a changing station on each floor. I do have my toddler's diapers and wipes in here because, again, climbing up and down the stairs with a toddler 30 weeks pregnant is just not it. But I will be filling this also with like our newborn stuff. But this is so cute. This is just from Amazon. It has lots of like little pockets and stuff to put everything else in, and then of course a big divider, diapers and wipes in here. So very thankful to have a little changing station upstairs and downstairs this time. Okay, in terms of sleep, for sleep sacks, we actually really enjoyed this Halo sleep sack. This is the one with the Velcro swaddle in the front, so it's super easy to kind of get them nice and tight when they're newborn to swaddle, and it also has a zipper, so super easy for diaper changes. Did use these for the first little while with our first child, and honestly it was kind of a pain in the butt. He didn't mind it, but it was like a pain to constantly like swaddle and make sure it's like tight enough but not too tight. This made it so much easier, and it's also super easy to transition out of the swaddle into just a plain sleep sack. You just kind of gradually leave one arm out, and then we do like the other arm the next nap time, and kind of have them get used to having one arm out and then do both arms out and have this kind of still around the body, and then we switch to a sleep sack. She got another one too because I feel like having 2 swaddles is really helpful in case something happens to this one, like a blowout. Then you have a backup one. If it's in the middle of the night, you're not gonna have time to do laundry, so having a backup swaddle is definitely ideal. I also have the Love to Dream swaddle up one where their hands are kind of like this. My first did not like it. We have it on hand in case my second maybe likes it a little bit better. Again, you can also get a swaddle trial pack, I think, from Babylist, because you're just not really sure what will work for baby. These ones worked for my first. I'm hoping they work for my second because I bought a second one. It's the one that we liked as parents the most too. That's the one I recommend. We were gifted 2 of these muslin swaddle blankets as well. I do actually like to use these because it is going to be a summer baby. These are really nice to have as well. I'm going to take this one actually for the hospital to also do newborn photos with. So I think that these are, again, nice to have, but definitely not necessary. We were gifted these, so I'm so thankful because we have some girly ones now. We were also gifted a few beautiful blankets for baby girl. I got this cute little elephant one and cute little baby Yoda one, and then we also got this like a cute little pink one as well with like little flowers on the side. This is so cute. I love to have blankets pretty much everywhere after they turn 1. I definitely don't think they're as necessary with a baby other than like in the car seat. I didn't use a blanket that often with our first until he turned 1, and they can have a blanket in the crib. So absolutely love that, but again, nothing in the crib until they're 1, so really didn't use anything until then other than like just in the car seat in the winter time. But also it's a great registry gift, or like just a gift in general, like for a baby shower. Okay, last nursery specific essential is a baby monitor. We love this one from Eufy, however you pronounce this brand. We have this with our first. This actually works as a system between my toddler's room and this baby's room, so I love that it can have one monitor. Super simple to set up right out of the box, and I love that this is no Wi-Fi, it's closed loop. I don't have to worry about anyone hacking our Wi-Fi and watching the baby monitor or like speaking through the baby monitor. I've heard horror stories about that. Personally, I feel way more comfortable with a closed loop system. So we got a second one of these. It's pretty good quality. It's very clear. You can talk through it. You can hear them. The battery on the monitor itself, I wouldn't say is the best, but I don't have it on all the time. It still lasts all night. It doesn't die throughout the night, and we've had a good experience with this one, so I did get a second one from our registry. Another mom tip, if you are going to introduce a lovey, or if you got a lovey from your baby shower, well, wait to see which one they like, but stock up on them, because my toddler has gone through 4 of the same lovey. You just don't know if they're going to lose them, if something's going to happen to it. So we actually got these from Walmart, and it is just a little bunny lovey, but again, we've been through several, and you don't know if you're going to lose them or if they're going to discontinue them. So we have 4. I bought her 4. All right, next let's jump into baby care, baby safety, etc. The first thing that I did stock up on are some Tubby Todd soaps and lotions. We use this with my first. Absolutely love them. It is definitely more expensive, but I do really love how gentle these are for the baby. We just got the fragrance-free hair and body wash and then the lotion. I've been through several bottles of these with my first already, so I wanted to use them with my second. And then if you are also building a registry, highly recommend it. Other things to put on your registry is a thermometer, specifically the kind that is a rectal thermometer, because that is the most accurate way to take a baby's temperature in the newborn phase. So a lot of people don't know that. We do have a forehead thermometer type now that we use. You do want to take either their temperature rectally, I think, which is number 1, or in their armpit, which is second best. So highly recommend a rectal thermometer specifically. Also for baby care, I do love using our Haka nail file. I got some replacement pads for this baby, since we've used these ones kind of up with our toddler now, but this is so much easier than using nail clippers. And then for the car, we got this 2-pack of baby car seat mirrors. I do actually have a car monitor camera in my car for our first, which I plan to use for the baby and then switch him to a mirror. Highly recommend, because you can see them at night, and it's just like so much easier than like looking in the rear view mirror, looking in their mirror. But since I couldn't find like a good dual split camera that would work for both kiddos, I'm going to switch my toddler to a mirror so that I can still see him, because sometimes it's nice just to check on if they're like sleeping or what they're doing back there, because sometimes they're getting into trouble. And then also one for my husband's car. So we got a 2-pack of these mirrors. And then for car seats, we are going to reuse our Nuna Pippa that we used with our first. We also have the Nuna Mix stroller travel system. I do recommend a travel system if you do live a car life. I found it so easy to pop the car seat in and out of the stroller in the first like few months that we were using the newborn compatible car seat. Again, depends on your lifestyle. I don't think there's really a one size fits all when it comes to strollers. We did like our Nuna Mix. I don't really love it as much anymore. I am looking to upgrade it. And then we were graciously gifted a Graco Forever car seat. That's the one we're using with our toddler now. And also for bathing, we got a new set of washcloths, because obviously I just wanted like a fresh set. And these are also from our registry. They are so soft. Just a simple pack of 6 that are ready to go. I would also say you don't need any bath toys until like they're 6 months old at least, because they don't really care or don't really use them, and their baths are pretty short. But if you do want to register for bath toys, highly recommend the no mold, no like hole squirt type of one, but would recommend registering for things beyond kind of that 6 months. So bath toys are a great thing to put on your registry. Okay, next was a baby gift, this cute little book called On the Farm. I always love to do a little story time routine starting when they're kind of like 5 months old. Really excited to read this to her. I think this is so cute and such a sweet gift. And I also bought a brand new parent backpack from Lululemon. I have a full breakdown on this on my channel that I'll link down below for you guys, and it's great. It does come with like the little changing pad. It also comes with an extra small smaller bag that you can take out. It's just in the closet right now, but I will be using this as like our hospital bag as well. So absolutely love the new parent backpack. I think it's worth it. We also got this. I did register for this because we used one of these with my first as like a memory keepsake. So we love to do this in the first week of life, just a little kind of footprint. This one's the mess free, so you like put the baby's foot on and then it like develops it on here. And the probably most gifted category was clothes. Like I said, my first was a boy, so we decided to have a baby sprinkle because it was a girl. We definitely got a lot of clothes. I'm gonna do a rapid fire kind of round with this one just because there is so many. I did buy this for her, these cute little zippered onesies. I love the ones with the fold over mittens specifically, so you don't have to do separate baby mittens. This is excellent. And then double zippers. This is all I put them in for that newborn phase. But I think the fun part about having a girl is also the cute outfits. Are you kidding me? And then they also got this little matching set, so it has like these kind of like shorts and then this little tank top. Like, this is so cute. We got some like little headbands, which are so cute, and then just like a ton of pajamas. Again, two-way zippers are absolutely fantastic. These ones from Old Navy specifically are like my ride or die in the first year. These are so good. Again, double zipper, fold over mittens, fantastic. This is just so cute. Adorable. So many like cute little bodysuits and onesies and pajamas. And again, I feel like you can never go wrong with pajamas. So if you are gifting clothes, I feel like pajamas in any size are a really great gift. And I would also say don't just buy 0 to 3, get like literally up to 2T, because they just grow so fast out of them. And I feel like everybody wants 0 to 3. We have so many 0 to 3 clothes from my first. And so this time I specifically said, please anything like 3 to 6 and up. Such a cute little set. I know they won't be wearing it for a little while, but honestly, those days will be here quicker than you know. Are you kidding me? Oh my gosh, I just love this. Like, so cute. Also, hot tip is if you are receiving clothes, keep the tags on them in case you don't fit them for that season or whatnot. Then hopefully you can exchange them. A lot of stores are really good about that. Cute. And that is all the clothes that we got from the shower, but honestly, I'm probably gonna be broke from buying baby clothes. But that is all from our baby shower haul and some of the things that I've purchased off the registry myself that I just thought were super important to have, slash some things that we are going to be reusing. So thankful for everything that was gifted to us and all the people that were able to come together and sprinkle baby with these beautiful gifts and generous gifts. Like I said, I'll have it all linked down below, and if you guys want like an actual in-depth of everything that we're using, not just kind of the things that I put on the registry, then be sure to let me know down below in the comments. And also let me know your baby must-haves or what you would skip with a newborn for any other mamas down there who are looking for advice and answers. So thank you so much for watching. If you made it all the way to the end, don't forget to give it a thumbs up, subscribe for more baby content. But hopefully I will see you in my next one. Bye!